Episode 78. I have no fucking clue what I'm going to talk about today. I'm winging it. If a serial killer is chasing you, you are both running for your life. I thought it was funny. Hello and welcome to the 10 Minute Off-Road Podcast. I'm your host, Nikki G. I'm here to inform, entertain, and delight your ear holes with all things off-road for the next 10 minutes or so. Why 10 minutes? That's about how long it's going to take me to get my oil changed at the 10-minute oil change place. I think we have a 5-minute oil change place here in North Carolina. I'm going to go there and time it. And if you don't get it in 5 minutes, you get your money back. I don't know. That sounds like it worked for Domino's. It could work for them. You can listen to the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Overcast, Breaker, Castbox, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Stitcher, but not on iHeartRadio or Pandora. Is Pandora still a thing? I think iHeartRadio is pretty much kicking their ass. And there's a lot of other streaming services that are coming out now, too. I wonder if we can get on Amazon streaming. I don't know how to do that. I'll have to talk to my manager, which is me. You can contact the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast at 10minuteoffroad@gmail.com. That's 10minuteoffroad@gmail.com. Or leave a comment on our YouTube videos. And I promise I will ignore the crap out of you. But I don't answer anybody. Nikki G answers to no one. Except Wendy G. That's a podcast for another time. You can follow 10 Minute Off-Road Podcast on all the popular social media platforms, providing that social media platform is Instagram and Facebook, and sometimes YouTube. And we kind of have a love-hate relationship with Twitter. I don't really tweet too much. I do admit I am a twit, but I do not tweet. And you will never, ever, ever see the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast on TikTok. If you see the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast on TikTok, please know that we have been hacked. Probably by the Chinese. What they have to gain by the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast? The 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast is the gateway for government secrets. You know that guy in New England that leaked all those Ukraine secret documents? Yeah. He listens to the 10-Minute Off-Road Podcast. I assume, I don't really know, but I'm going to go with that. I've made my statement and I'm going to stick with it. All right, now that we have all that crap behind us, I don't know what I'm going to talk about this week. I have some time alone to myself. I figured I'd set up the computer, pulled out the microphone. I figured something would come to me, but it hasn't. I've talked about my engine rebuild enough. I think everybody's getting sick of hearing that, all three of us. And long story short, it's running smooth. I do have a little bit of an oil leak, but I think it's coming from my drain plug. So when I do my next oil change, I'm going to try to put a washer on the drain plug. I didn't really put a new washer on, just kind of reused the old one that I've been using for the past 14 years. So hopefully that'll get it. It doesn't look like it's coming from the main rear seal. And the whole engine was rebuilt, so that's the only possible thing I see it coming from. I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed. And even then, you know, it's a Jeep. It drips oil every once in a while. It just sucks that I can't park in my friend's driveway because it leaks oil. But let's face it, I don't have any friends anyhow. Haven't taken the Jeep off-road yet this year, and I'm really getting bummed about it. Uwara's been open for a couple of weeks now. I haven't been up there. All the fire service roads all the forest service roads have been open for a couple of weeks now. I haven't been up there. I haven't been nowhere except work and here at the house. And it's starting to get to me. I'm getting stir crazy. I got a new hammock I'm dying to try out. I've made some plans to go out this weekend with some friends, but it looks like it's falling through. My Jeep's running fine, but it seems like a couple of us are I won't say mechanical problems, but they're doing some tweaking on it. And so we said a couple of parts are coming in late. So we decided we'll probably not go this weekend. We'll make it next weekend, which the weather's looking a little bit better, but the rain doesn't really scare me. I don't like camping in the rain too much, but I love wheeling when it's wet and snotty out. So it's kind of a give situation. I love the water, hate when it's falling from the sky. But, I take the good with the bad. A bad weekend camping in the rain is better than sitting in this house watching TV, which I never get to watch TV, so I don't know. Whenever I'm here at the house, it's always work, work, work. Camping out in the rain beats being in the city working. So we've been following some social media, being Facebook. A friend of mine gave me some suggestions for a place to go explore, and we're heading that. I don't want to divulge the location just yet because we haven't been there. When we get back, I'll come and talk about it and tell you, but it looks very promising. So far, last year, which I don't even think it was last year, I think it was in the beginning of this year, my favorite place to explore so far has been Darnell Creek. I loved that road. I'm going to go back again and do it again. While it's open, it was fun. It had a lot of little water crossings, nothing too big and deep and major, although it's been raining, so it might be a little bit different. The trash was off-putting, but I don't know what it was, but I just enjoyed that road. It was a one-way in, turn around, come right back out. I'm really digging it. I hope our next place is just as exciting. It's more of a traditional Forest Service road where it does kind of a loop, and I'm looking forward to it. So there's a paid campsite on it, and quite a few. I won't say quite a few, but a few dispersed camping sites. I hope to find one, but I'll report on it, and I'm going to take my guy and drop pins at camp spots, and we'll talk about it when we get back. If I get back. I bought a new hammock. I'll talk about that. It's an Etrol camping hammock with a canopy built in. And I took it out in the yard and tested it out and took a nap in it. And I got to tell you, I'm really digging it. It's a little bit wider than my old hammock. Not quite as long, but it has... the only thing I can describe them is like tent poles. You put these tent poles together, put them through the loops on the outside of the bug netting, and it kind of holds a shape so the bug netting's not falling on you. And it's a lot wider than my old hammock, and it has a lot of room in it. It was really comfortable. The one thing I didn't like about it is it comes with its own stuff sack, but it's not sewn in to the hammock. My old hammock had the stuff sack sewn into the hammock, so you just kind of stuff the hammock into itself. And when the hammock is deployed and set up, the stuff sack is a place to put your shoes in, and it just hung off the side of the hammock. This new hammock doesn't have that, so I'll have to put my shoes on it. What I usually do is put a bucket near my hammock. I kind of use like a nightstand. I put my phone and a bottle of water and everything on it, so I don't have to get out in the middle of the night. I just unzip it, reach stuff, and grab it. But anyhow, that's that. I'll let you know how it works out for a night's sleep. Like I said, I set it up in the backyard and fell asleep in it for about an hour. It was very comfortable. I enjoyed it. It took a little longer for me to set up. It took about 20 minutes for me to set up the hammock and put up a rain fly over top of it, which my tent is one of those instant tents that usually takes me about 15 minutes to set up and get everything in it, and that's including popping up my air mattress. A little bit longer if it's raining and I got to put my tarp over it because I don't have a rain fly for my tent anymore. I don't know where the hell it is. It's gone. It disappeared. I hate to think I left it in the woods. But if you find my rain fly out in the woods, please return it to me because I'm really missing it. but a 12 by 12 tarp works just as good to keep my tent waterproof, and that's what I've been using for the past year and a half, 2 years now. I guess I'm coming up on the third season of not having my rain fly. All right, so I'm way past the 10-minute mark on this. Maybe I could edit it down to about 10 minutes. I'd like to thank you for listening. You guys make this all worthwhile, both of you. And until next time, this is Nikki G saying, wheel what you got and be happy. Yeah, I'm really digging that slogan. I'm surprised nobody else is picking up on it. I would love to see bumper stickers that say, wheel what you got, be happy.